Hi everyone, Alistair Davies here from the Dormied Academy. Bringing you today a lesson all about what I call senior cheats. So what I'm going to give you today is a way of playing golf if you're a senior golfer or have less mobility that are going to be hacks or cheats that allow you to perform better on a golf course, make better swings, hit better golf shots, maximize your distance and generally lower your scores. So keep watching to learn how. So as we discussed there in the introduction, I'm going to talk to you today about some cheats, some things you can impart into your golf technique that are going to make you play better. We're going to discuss a mid-iron swing and a driver swing. We're also going to talk a little bit about a rescue shot too, because the idea being with the cheats I give you, we might well find that hitting this ball flight I want you, which is going to be a right to left draw for a right-handed golfer, that the ball flight is a bit hot coming into the green with the longer irons. So I am definitely going to recommend that you use a hybrid or something in that nature to replace your longer irons. So a 5-wood, 7-wood, gapper, rescue woods are ideal when we're talking about the changes I want you to make today. Let's get stuck into the iron change. So what I want to talk about today is how we can make this iron strong and create our best possible swings. What I'd like to see you do, as discussed already, is hit a draw shot with your irons to maximize your distance. Also, because we tend to, with less flexible golfers and senior golfers, have lesser turn, we're going to talk about some cheats to allow you to turn better in the backswing. I also want to encourage you to have what I class as depth in the backswing. So depth would be this way. Let's call it height would be this way. So when we have depth, it's going to allow our arms to come from that deeper position on the way down to produce that more inside path to give us more of that draw flight. And that's ideally what we want for this draw shot. Now, the danger with us having a deeper arm swing is we tend to bottom out the club too early on the way down, so our low point becomes too far back. So one of the cheats to make sure that doesn't happen is move the ball slightly further back in the stance. So I have a 7-iron here, and if you see this line here, that would be a centered ball position. So I'm going to want you to shift an inch further to the lead side to move that ball position back to ensure with this deeper backswing, we still managed to manage our low point and get ball and turf contact every single time. That is critical because contact overrides everything else. The second thing we're going to look to do is make sure to give us the best turn possible. I'm going to allow you to let your left heel raise up on the backswing, let your left knee work over towards this yellow rod and get you to feel you have this turn that works behind the golf ball in a slightly more excessive fashion than normal. And to enable you to do this, I'm also going to allow you to feel that your head can rotate a little bit. Now, I do want to see a fairly centered head with most golfers, but for the less flexible golfers, we're definitely going to have to feel that the head can rotate behind the golf ball a little bit more. So one of the drills I want to encourage you to do to help all this is take a spare glove, place it under your lead arm, and try and capture it there and kind of keep it there. Now this in turn is going to allow us to feel that depth. It's also going to let us feel this connection so we'll get more body rotation. Now again, if I allow them from there, my lead heel to raise up, my trail leg to straighten a little bit more so and let my hips turn, this is going to give me more range of movement without stressing my body out too much. Okay? So that's the idea in this. We're trying to have some cheats that allow us to move more than normal. We aren't all gymnasts, so we all need a little bit of help. So let's go ahead and hit a shot now with a 7-iron, trying to keep that glove in there, trying to feel that we get that lead heel off the ground, that rotation behind the golf ball. And a nice little draw there with a golf shot. Again, it felt restricted because I had this, but it definitely served me to deliver that club from the inside and give me that draw flight that I'd want to see. Now we talked earlier about using hybrids more. Now I want exactly the same technique with a hybrid. Again, the only thing we're going to encourage with the hybrid is we might have that ball back in the stance a little bit. And again, feel our head is slightly on the turn at the start to allow us to again get behind that golf ball. I wouldn't practice too much with a glove under your arm with a hybrid because it's quite hard work. And as we go longer on clubs, it becomes harder. So we're after exactly the same technique. Allow that heel to come off the ground, or slightly further back in the stance. Let that trail leg straighten up, give it that lead arm depth, and again try and produce that draw down the middle of the fairway. So again, these are going to become stronger flighted shots. So we have to bear in mind we probably want to land the ball on the front edge of the green. So the last thing I want to discuss is the driver. Now with the driver, we want to feel that we're going to produce a really shallow angle of attack, so really hitting up on the ball. And if anything, feel that the club really goes to right field. I feel that we have more excessiveness with our forearm rotation. These things are all going to lead to us delivering a more in-to-out blow, a more drawy stroke hooky flight to maximize our distance. So with the driver, it's the only club I would allow you to feel that your head actually works back through the ball. So that's what I want to encourage you to do here. So from a setup point of view, you take your setup as normal, so ball position left heel. I want you to, again, take your eyes and tilt them to the right like so they're facing right to target. That's encouraging us to get that depth in the backswing and stay behind the golf ball. So the more we feel again that we get this left heel off the ground, the big turn behind the ball and kind of stay there, and even do some practice swings where we'd feel we'd swing towards this camera on the right hand side here, that's kind of ideal. The feeling really that we're swinging to right field. And again, allow our arms to really release through the ball. So really feel our arms rotate. The back of our lead hand faces towards the ground. That's the real feeling of kind of delivering that club to the right and closing that club face through the hitting zone. So let's try and put that together and hit a shot now. Again, don't be scared to let the lead heel raise off the ground. As we've already said, turn behind the ball, stay back, weight stays on the right side much more than it would do normally. Feel the arms go to the right and let the ball really try and hook back. Tilt the head at address. Push that one a little bit, didn't get the draw back, hit it a little bit in the heel if I'm honest, which reduces the amount of curvature I would have, but certainly got the path from the inside there that I was looking to encourage. So these are all great cheats to help you increase your swing speed, your mobility, and allow you to hit draw shots and hit from the inside, which is definitely the way I want you to go if you're struggling with flexibility, and we need to encourage a little bit more length to get in those par 4s in 2. Again, there's par 5s in 3, and reduce your scores. So hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please click like and share the video. Also, I welcome your comments down below and your questions and your feedback. And also, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. We post videos every single week on a variety of subjects. So thank you for tuning in, and see you again here soon.